Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to align with the most powerful energy in the universe. If you want to accomplish big things, if you want to change your life, experience peace, this is the episode for you. And make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and carry it throughout the day. So how do you tap into that high energy? How do you get that energy of a God? How do you get that energy of a giant, of a king, whatever it is to you that you desire to be? You see, you are more than just you. You are not just this body. You're not just this person having a life. You are a powerful being, a part of this giant universe, this giant thing that we're experiencing and beyond. And you can tap into whatever frequency you desire. A lot of times when we pray, like if you do prayer, if you do meditations and you're lost or you're hurting, you call on something. You might say like, God, help me through this. God, show me strength. God, can you show me a way? Right? We're asking for something. When we could do the very opposite of that, and that's to become the energy. God, how can I show you I love you in this situation? How can I show you how powerful you are in this situation? How can I shine for you? Whether you believe in God, the universe, whatever it is, how can you shine as the most powerful energy? See, when you say that you are God, you're not saying you're the God, a God, but you are in that frequency. When you say that you are a king, you're not saying you're a God or a king. You're saying that you are a part of that frequency. If you are love, if you are joy, if you are peace, if you are abundance, whatever it is a frequency that you don't need to just become. You can tap into and experience it in your current situation. You see, your current situation, how you experience it is based on your perspective. That way you can go, the paths ahead, the opportunities are all limited to your perspective. If you're somebody that has never done a podcast before, you've never made a single podcast, but you came into my office and you sat here and you pressed record and you tried to make a podcast, would it be the same as me making it? No. Because I have been doing this podcast this way with this equipment, with this machine, with this password, this login, all this stuff. I've been using it, so I'm very experienced into it. When I sit down, I see something different. But when you sit down, you will see something different. But what's in front of me is the same, and what's in front of you is the same. The same is true in every situation in your life. No matter what it is that you're going through, somebody else could be in that situation and see something different. They could see something worse, like if they have a negative mindset, meaning they're operating in lack and loss and pain, then they will see that prevalent in your situation. But if they operate in love, abundance, power, if they were in your situation, they would see the path to it. They would see the connection to it. So it's not about asking for something to come make it easier for you. It's asking, how can I exemplify the most highest energy in my current situation? How can I go through struggle but yet show peace? How can I go through pain but show patience? How can I go through lack but show abundance? You see, you don't need to have it come to you and make it better. You are it. You just have to find out how to experience it. You have to be able to perceive it in your current situation. That's why we use I am statements, because they're so powerful. An I am statement, when you say I am joy, I am joy, I am joy, and you go through something, then you have to resonate with joy. Just like this is probably the easiest example I can think of, because you can go experience this right now. If you want to be healthy, all you have to do is say, I am healthy, and I make healthy decisions. You say it over and over and over again. You write it down. You say it in your head. You say it out loud. And then when it comes time to eat, you're ordering your food, you're at that restaurant and you're saying, I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. When you make the decision aligned with that, you will feel the ease of that path. When you put that food in your mouth, you'll feel the ease of that action. But if you do the opposite of that, if you choose the food that isn't healthy, if you eat the food that isn't aligned with that statement, you will feel the resistance. You will feel that either you are a liar to yourself, like you will feel like, oh, I don't tell the truth, and then that will create your reality of saying things and not experiencing it. Or you'll just feel a vibrational pressure. You'll feel wrong. You feel like you're doing something that shouldn't be done. And it's not to say it's bad to eat a certain food and good to eat certain healthy. I'm not saying that there even is a right or wrong, a good or evil. I'm saying that there's different frequencies that you can choose to operate in. So whatever it is that you want in your life, whatever it is that you're praying for when you're saying, God, please help me with this. Please make this person love me. Please make this situation shift. Please make this thing work out. Please make this check come through, this job work out, this opportunity, please, like I'll do anything. When you're saying that, you're lowering what you were made of. You were made in the image, meaning you can become the thing. If God could probably have the conversation with you and said, I made you. Like, be me in that situation. Be the frequency that you desire. Be peace. And I know that might sound like, okay, well, if I could just be peace, I would be peace. It's a practice. Meaning, if you've never practiced peacefulness, if you've never practiced forgiveness, if you've never practiced joy, the first time you do it, you're probably not going to be very good at it, and it's probably not going to feel very good. Just like if you don't know how to handle wealth, the first day you try to track your financials, you're probably not going to track them very well because you don't know what you're doing yet. But then you start researching, you start reading, you start watching videos, you start learning, you start talking to people. You see, you take the actions of somebody that is wealthy, which would mean that they would research wealth, and then you start practicing it. Whether it's health, wealth, or happiness, whatever aspect of your life, when you start practicing it and expanding it, you will see it in your life, and nothing else needs to change. You don't need the world to become nicer for you to experience love and joy. You don't need your friends to change. You don't need your coworkers to change. You don't need any of that. If it's absent within you, you will not see it in the world. If abundance is not within you, you will not find abundance. There are people that have more money than you and think and desire more because they feel empty. So it can't be a physical amount. There are people surrounded by more love than you, but still feel empty and unloved. So it's never the external that you should be chasing. It's never the answer. Remember, when you're praying for something to happen, you have to switch that. Pray that you will become something. Set that intention, that meditation, that power of, I'm going to exemplify this. Give me the guidance to be what you would be in this situation, prosperity, love, joy, whatever it is that you're looking for, and exemplify it where it's absent. That's how you become light. That's how you shine. That's how you feel it within it, because you are a creator. You were made in the image of a creator, so why wouldn't you be a creator as well? Because you are. You can do this. You've been wondering how. You want to step into wealth? This is how. You want to step into health? This is how. You want to step into happiness? This is how. You become it in the situation. That doesn't mean things will then change externally. If you're in a situation where there's poverty around you and you're struggling, and you learn how to find abundance, you learn how to research wealth and stuff like that, the world around you, like the people around you, they may not change. But because of the law of attraction, the more you become it, you will be removed from that situation, because there'll become a point where you realize there's so much resistance in that situation. If you want to become the thing, you have to leave. Whether it's people, places, or things, when you are energetically charging yourself to become something, the resistance will become powerful enough to where you know you need to move, and you'll know where to go, because you'll go where there's ease. The more you become this frequency, the more you'll have resistance to what is not it. When you have the resistance of what is not it, then all you have to do is continue to learn and move where ease is. It's truly that simple. It's where you feel the ease. When it's hard, when there's friction, when it's difficult, when you move into something else, when you start going down the path because it starts becoming clear, it's with ease. It's not easy in what you're doing. It's easy in knowing it's right. The resistance calms down. In fact, you might even feel a push from what was. It's not a friendly push a lot of times. A lot of times it's things getting worse, and that's how you know you have to move. It's things falling apart. That's how you know you have to expand. That's how it works. So if you're asking for something more, if you're looking to expand and your life is struggling, your life is falling apart, that's your sign that it is working. Because if you lower yourself, if you go back down to how you were acting, how you were thinking, how you were speaking, I bet it would get more comfortable. The people would like you more. The situation would be easier. But when you decide to change, you cannot stay the same. That's why they say your new life will cost you your old one. It simply cannot go with you unless it changes too. And you can't make someone or something else change. It's up to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep, healing, powerful breath. When you breathe in, I want you to say, I am love, or whatever I am statement you want. I am love, I am joy, I am abundance, I am power. And say that one over and over and over as you're breathing. As you hold your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, allow anything that no longer resonates with you to leave you so that you can move forward in that powerful energy. So go ahead and pick your I am statement. Deep breath in. And out. You have the capacity to do anything that you desire. You just have to stay in tune with it. You have to lock into that frequency, and the path becomes visible because you are the path. It's always within. It's always within you. So let's pick something powerful, pick something healing, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you are someone that's been listening and you want to level up, you want to make some of these changes, you want to learn how to take your mind and shift it. Remember, getting on a frequency, mind set. What do you want to set your mind frequency to so that you can become that thing? I still have a few spots open in my 12-week coaching program. If you want more information on that, you can reach out to me via Instagram or my email down below. It's henry@vibeabundant.com. That's VIBE abundant.com, henry@vibeabundant.com. Also, if you weren't aware, Western North Carolina, which is right next to where I live, was hit heavily by a hurricane a few weeks ago, and we're kind of settling all that. Fortunately, I don't live there, but a lot of my family does. My brother was hit pretty bad. He lived on a mountain, and you would never expect on a mountain to have a flood, especially from a hurricane. So there's no flood or hurricane insurance. They are probably, or most definitely, have lost their house and vehicle. It's a wild situation to where their house is fine, the vehicle is fine, but the whole mountain, everything is destroyed, and they cannot get to it. It's not livable. You can't. There's not going to be access to it probably ever again. So they're going to lose both of those, unfortunately. He does have a GoFundMe. There's no expectation to donate, but if you wanted to donate to something in the area and you like my content or anything else you want to support my family, I'll put a link down below as well. Again, there's no expectation, but he's sharing it, and so I figured I would share it here as well. Anything and everything helps. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.